y'all? It's Tia with Media Maze Interviews, and I'm sitting here with the great HOTTDAN from Charleston, South Carolina, a childhood friend of mine. You guys stay watching, stay tuned. It's going to be a lit interview. Y'all don't want to miss nothing. They don't want to miss it, right? They don't want to miss nothing. Stay tuned.
Hey, it's HOTTDAN, and I'm here on Media Maze. Yeah!
So, tell me what got you into music.
Okay, what got me into music is I found out that you should be aspiring to be happy. So that's what pushed me to really want to push my own music out. I've always been interested in music and art and stuff like that, but it's never been nothing that I've expressed publicly. Some people knew about stuff that I like to do. They knew that I was a creative individual, people that know me really closely, but that's what really pushed me to really go for that.
Yes, music is a very big creative art. Is there anyone that inspires you in the industry now?
Yeah, I'm very inspired by a few people. I'm very inspired by Big Juice. That's Nicki Minaj, sound engineer. I'm very inspired by him. He's amazing. I've talked to him a few times.
Bro? I'm about to look him up.
He's really nice. Lady Luck, she's a big inspiration. I'm inspired by everybody. I like to say that. I'm inspired by everybody because I could ever say that I wasn't inspired by anybody that did anything. Even if somebody did something that was horrible, it showed me what not to do. Right. But I'm inspired by people that I've reached out that are big and have a big name, but don't have a big
like they're not mainstream, but they're like in there, but not mainstream.
No, not that, but they don't have like a big principle about themselves. Like they're not going to be like, oh, well, I can't communicate to you because I'm this haw-to-haw, I'm this haw-to-haw, I'm this hoot-to-hoo. Like I'll communicate to you because I can tell that you're serious about it because you're communicating something that would sound serious to me. And I really appreciate that. So those are two people that really inspire me right this moment. But everybody really inspires me. But. That's
like me. I have someone that I inspire. I look up to like Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee. And even though Charlamagne the God is a pain in the butt, like
yes he is.
I still love Charlamagne. Like just because of his personality. Like he's very serious about what he does. So that's why I just love Charlamagne.
And that nigga from y'all.
Yeah, he is. He's from North Carolina. He's not from Charleston, he's from North Carolina, you know. But anyway, yeah, Charlamagne the God, he is an a-hole. That is alright though. Yeah. I could be real, he is, but like he's somebody who I inspire me.
At least he real about being an asshole.
Yeah, like he don't care. Oh. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I just don't do it. I'm not gonna be watching me. But you're good. Okay, so let's get back to this question. Okay, so out of your 2 singles that you did release to YouTube, which are really good because I heard them. I like the graphics that you put in there too. I'm gonna stick that on there. The graphics are nice. Which one was your favorite that you did produce? Because I know that you do produce your own music. So which one was your favorite out of the 2?
I've produced. I want to say this. I've produced a lot of like cohesive projects, but I feel like they were me attempting to really like nail down my understanding of things. And so these 2 are really showing and depicting my maturity in me trying to perfect my craft. And I've been trying to get into school, but I haven't made it to school, and I've been trying to find a mentor, and I haven't found a mentor. And I've been trying to communicate with people that are in music, and like I said, I communicated with 2 and maybe some here and some there, but I've really had to really invest time and knowledge and everything on my own to really get to the deepness of it all. So the one that I would have to say that I really am proud of wouldn't be Freezing Streets. It would be AFAM. And the reason why is because Freezing Streets came out before the other one, and because it came out before the other one, I ended up learning even more to master. And that's always the thing when anybody works in production. It doesn't matter if you're working in music production or you working in like photography, anything like that. When you learn something and you're able to master it, you always try to make it better the next time. Right. And it's always something that you find that you fought with yourself that you could have made something better the next time. And people that aren't interested in it, they just see whatever you did and they think that, oh, it's just like, oh, it's good, oh, it's effortless. But you see the flaws that's there. Right. And I really connect with that one. So
that's like what I go through too. Like I like and how I look at my things, like my interviews like always need work. Starting from my beginning, I was like, I knew I didn't need to move this around. I knew I didn't need to do this. Like, it was just like, after each interview, I learned from them. So it's like the same thing in music. You learn after anything you do by yourself. Anything you do by yourself, you be like, okay, I need to do this next time.
Yeah.
This didn't look good. I need to do this. Like,
I mean,
people be like, oh my god, that looks so good. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, you go back to your old ones and you like.
I be looking at my work all the time, like, and I be like, even when I watch other people's stuff, like, I'll go back. You can look at people's old things and be like, dang, it did really improve. Like, the quality got better. Like,
but you know what? That's a good thing. You know what that is? That's your portfolio.
Yep, the beginning to the end.
No.
Portfolio is important.
Yeah, it is.
You should do. I have a video reel, and I need to make a new one, but it's my bad work and good work in one video, and it's like interesting to watch. This video reels are very important for you, especially being an artist. Yes, video reels are very important. I'll show you how to do them. It's very fun. You get to use your song and put it in there, and put all your work in like one big project. It's so fun.
You gotta make the grandma mouth on that one.
Okay, so I always ask this question because I just think it's a fun topic, and I like to ask about people's love lives. So
let me make the Megan Thee Stallion face. How the fuck? My love life. I love me, myself, and I.
Yes.
But I might fuck somebody if I want to fuck. Yeah, that's
it.
That's how it's kind of rolling right now. It's not because I necessarily want to be like that. Like, oh, I want to fuck whatever I want to fuck. And that's it. I want nobody to love, but motherfuckers ain't ready for that.
Right.
And motherfuckers,
honestly, especially in our generation, like even old men are.
Yeah, and motherfuckers want to play games and shit like that. I don't play them games, and I call shit out like how it is, and I be like, I be real about that. And motherfuckers think they got mind games, but I've been played one time too many.
One time and one last time at that.
Yep. So now when you think you finna play me, I'm finna play along, get my nut, and you think that you done played along, I'm finna do 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 do.
Out the door. Oopsie. That's it, and that's all. So I feel love life response. I feel that loving yourself is self-love in general. Self-loving is important. People don't study self-love, and they need to.
I'm loving this gut.
Me too. My own gut, my own stomach. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so your spare time, what is that like?
My spare time, I'm on my motherfucking computer and I am trying to figure out a beat.
I feel that.
I'm really like I really does this shit. Like, I really does this shit. And that's another thing. I've bounced around and like talked to motherfuckers here, talked to motherfuckers there, and motherfuckers be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. Oh, I'm going to do that. But you don't be.
But are they serious?
Yeah, you ain't fucking serious.
You know
playing. You fucking playing, bro. You playing.
You
playing.
Being serious is what's going to take you. I mean, like, with me, at first when I started out, I felt like I got discouraged. And I was like, dang, man, nobody really like check it out. Like, I was scared when I first got in. Like, I made the status and everybody was liking it, sharing it. And I was like, yeah, they're cat. They lying. Like, that's how I felt. Like, when I had this, I'm going to do media majors regardless. I was like, I'm going to do it. And when I first released my interview, I was like, dang, I actually did it. And after that, I kept going. I was like, I like the social media promotion I do to myself. And, like, just, like, you know. So, self-promotion, you got it. And y'all go hit Instagram, you will see it.
That's the attitude that you got to have, though. Because motherfuckers ain't going to fuck.
Blow them up.
People be hating.
Yes.
And that's a big thing. Motherfuckers hate. And this ain't just about me. This about you. This about anybody that's doing anything. Motherfuckers hate because they either not serious or they don't have the ability to do what you're doing. Maybe it's not that they don't have the ability. Maybe they don't have the funds. Whatever the case may be.
But it ain't got nothing to do with the funds, though.
Sometimes
I figure it out, though. I will.
No. I know. That's what I'm saying. I've done the same. But sometimes people will be upset because
they can't get
Yeah, but what it boiled down to is that you didn't have the fucking gall or the balls to try to do it. Right.
Like it takes. I mean, it's easy to just get something that just work.
Yeah, if it's something that you really love, it's not gonna be like a job. You know?
This is just. It's like work test no more.
Yeah,
it's now passionate. What's something that's on your mind heavy today about society?
I think that in reference to music, of course, I feel like with hip hop, we glorify things that shouldn't be glorified. We glorify guns, we glorify drugs, we glorify exploiting yourself, either a woman or a man, and it's pushing an agenda to things that would be detrimental to you and the overall scheme, and that really upsets me. And that's specifically why in my music I say I don't tote guns. Right. I'll kill you with a pun. And I feel like that's better anyway, because I disrespected your ass, and guess what? You gotta live. You gotta live there and deal with it. Yeah, you gotta live there and deal with it. I got your ass.
It's the nigga deal, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
but
it's just what it is.
Somebody shoots somebody else. Now you going to jail, and now both families are affected.
Yes.
Now you going to jail. Your family upset. Now they don't have whoever, and their family upset. So it's a lose-lose situation. You selling drugs. Yeah, you got your money, but then you sold out your people.
Right.
And when it comes down to it, I don't care what you're doing it for, at the end of the day, yeah, you might get white people to support you, but you need your people to support you, because when the smoke clear, who the fuck is going to be there for you?
Right.
Your people. So you selling crack, heroin, and shit like that to your people, and you get a customer for life, and now this motherfucker never does nothing with their life but come to you to smoke. And it's like,
it's done. It's like, I don't know, society kind of has already built this way. And this is what they want us to really do, like to really just like destroy each other.
Yeah, that's true, but
it comes from like self-destruction too.
I fought that. I fought us having our ancestors having to endure being slaves. I fought us not having generational wealth. I fought there not being an easy way for us to succeed in an educational realm, because it's so expensive for us to have to go. You gotta get motherfuckers to get loans and shit. You gotta really consider, like, am I gonna be able to pay this back?
Right.
It's all of that comes into play, but I have to sit back and really say that we need to, as a people, really come together and really be trying to do something. Like, as an artist, like if you an artist, if you this or if you that, you know, sometimes you're gonna have to say things that other people aren't gonna want to say, but it's important for us to be pushing as a whole to be something better than what we were. And I don't think that there's nothing wrong with a woman who is not a bad bitch.
Like, just a lot of things, like all that stuff comes into play based off of what they see. Something I'm thinking about, like, do you think that social media has a part in any of that? I think
modern media has a huge part in that. And that's what I mean, especially with music. I feel like it has a huge part in that, because it's being glorified. It's being something that's celebrated. It's being something that's good. It's no longer good to be good. It's better to be bad. How is it that you have people who, not only me, let's take me out the equation. I know plenty of other artists. I communicate with other artists.
Right.
Just like I'm sure you communicate with other creators. And there's plenty of people who are great, and then they're doing certain things, not even if they're not selling drugs or nothing like that.
Right.
But they're taking a higher road as an approach, and they're less talked about.
Exactly.
And they're actually good. They're legitimately good. And they're trying to handle it and go about it in the right way. And the biggest thing that we have to keep in mind is that it's the future at hand. So maybe you don't have a kid today and you're like, oh, I don't care. Tell them not to, well, their parents should let them watch me, or their parents should let them do this, or their parents should let them do that. But then you don't consider the fact that one day you may have a kid. And then if you have a kid and your kid stumbles upon somebody saying something that's completely irrational to the thought process that you would want to, or the beliefs that you would want to instill in your child, now you're upset. So you become hypocritical.
You just gotta take that stuff into consideration, like like in the present time, just because of what can happen in the future. Like, that's stuff I do too. Like, I try to
that's the big
not
picture.
Make myself look hypocritical. Like, the things how I look at stuff now, I want to try to keep it that way. You know, just because this is what life does. Like, a kid is gonna get exposed to a lot of stuff.
We always gonna change, but I just want us to be focusing on changing for the better.
Right.
Trying to really motion towards a better and a higher ground.
And the thing is now, people, not even black people, but people in general are so stubborn. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I honestly don't think that, I don't know if it'll ever happen. Everybody thinks so different. And like, you cannot change how somebody thinks. Like, that has to happen from them.
Yeah.
And like, as bad as we be wanting all this good stuff to happen, honestly. Stop. But people be like, hell no.
Yeah, that's why the important thing about it is to, you know, really link up and gather your bearings with like-minded people. And really try to do things that will necessarily push an idea.
That's true.
And try to make sure that you stay on top of it, because a lot of times that does happen, but sometimes it gets corrupted. But I think the important thing is that somebody's trying to do something.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Okay, this was a great topic. I like that. Now it's time to get to the fun stuff. Your fun topic.
Okay.
What is the craziest thing that you have ever done in your 22 years of living?
Craziest thing. Craziest thing that I ever done, like
you be like, I ain't never do that again. Type crazy.
Okay, so the craziest thing that I've ever done was I went to a party, to a birthday party, and I was having a good time, whatever, I was drinking, and drunk, and I came, I was finna leave or whatever, and the people that was having a party came in and asked me to get into an orgy. I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. No. My philosophy on that is that, I mean, STDs and STIs are out here. So if you fuck somebody, then yeah, you run the risk. But I'm not finna stand in the road and expect not to get hit.
Exactly.
Like,
that's a risk taker.
Yeah.
Like this way, you asking to get an STD or STI.
Just
this
climb
way,
right on in.
You know what I mean? Like it's the that thing is at that point. I think that's a weird question for him, because like you don't know the people like that.
Yeah, no.
Like that's what makes it, people realize, be like,
I know people that go and do it.
That's the sad part.
They go and do it. But that's not even the craziest part. The craziest part is, so I left real soon, like in a fast hurry, because I was like, fuck.
It's getting weird in here.
What? Orgy? Oh.
That was
if we're not talking about a chicken orgy
right.
in my mouth, like I
some
ate a piece of chicken,
some hot wings, or some other than that.
I'm not finna do that.
Okay, y'all, it's time for freestyle time. It's about to be lit, so keep listening, keep watching.
In the club, we was rolling in the whip. Niggas talking big shit. Niggas got a total clip. Pussy niggas walking street. Man, they got a total clip. Niggas acting like a bitch. Seen a nigga when he switch. Look, he was dissing me and reminiscing him. I spit dope bars, now they dissing him. His nose on bleed, cause they like that dope. I spit dope lines. Nigga, ain't no joke.
I liked it though.
I was like,
jigging.
I was rolling.
That was great.
That was great.
Okay.
Shit.
So is there anything else that you want to say to the camera before I close you?
Remember everybody, this goes to the women. DSTCP. Don't squeeze the coochie fat.
Thank you guys for tuning in to my interviews, as you always do. We got HOTTDAN here, the rapper, the artist, the producer, everything. It has been a great interview session. I'll see you guys next time. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at callme_Tia and MediaMaze_ as well.
So y'all check me out on my Instagram. That's HOTTDANTHERAPPER, and on Twitter that's HOTTDAN. Check me out. 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 Check me out.
Peace, guys.